Hi, I'm Lynda Downing, and this is my Module 1 for EDL 854, Communicating Who You Are. So a little bit about myself, my personal information. My name is Lynda Marquette Downing, but my nickname is Marnie. I was born and raised in Garden City, Kansas. I attended the University of South Dakota, where I got a BS in elementary education and special education. I did attend the University of South Dakota on a swimming scholarship. My hobbies are crocheting, reading, searching antique shops and vintage stores, and traveling. So my career, this is my 25th year as an educator. My first year was in Dodge City, Kansas, where I was a special educator for kindergarten through third grade. Then my next 3 years was in Lakin, Kansas as a special educator for 5th through 6th grade. The next year was in Grinnell, Kansas. I was a special educator for the whole district, kindergarten through 12th grade. I spent 1 year at Wichita, Kansas at 4th grade at Ingalls Edison. I then was for the next 11 years at Arkansas City, Kansas as a special educator for 7th grade at Ark City Middle School. I'm currently in Buckland. This is my 8th year here as a special educator for the 5th through 8th grade for junior high. I'm also in Buckland. I am the department head for special education. I'm on the district leadership team along with the curriculum committee. So my career goal is to work as a special education administrator at an interlocal special education cooperative or at a larger district. So 10 things I gleaned from the information that we were required to read. First is site or school-based management, a system by which some level of autonomy is given to site leaders, principals, teachers, community in the budgeting process, which was a new concept to me, nothing that I have known before. I have mostly worked in school districts that are centrally managed resources, where budgeting in K through 12 school district is calculated by a series of decisions at the central office to allocate a set number of teachers and other full-time staff, a predetermined curriculum, part-time support, school administration and office staff, custodial and maintenance schedules, and staffing. Then we have the school principal's role. It has changed significantly in the last decades. Responsibilities have multiplied with the rise of technology, new legislation requirements, and the pressures of the economy. So we'll continue with that. Research suggests that limiting school-level control over budget decision creates insufficiencies. Studies show providing principals with the flexibility can better align spending priorities. At the state level, school finance formulas determine how dollars are allocated to districts, virtually all of which contain allotments that are restricted for specific purposes. While this approach is supposed to ensure that funds are put to good use, these requirements often tie the hands of the officials at the district level. So we have accounting and financial reporting is at the crux of the school's financial academic success. Any mistake in these areas has potential to have detrimental effects on the school and its students. And we have developing school budgets. It is the principal's responsibility to prepare the school budget, a record of projected revenue and expenditure. Now, that's not necessarily the case in my district. That really mostly falls to the school superintendent or our superintendent. Okay, next, the last of the 10 things. Fundraising. Fundraising is a method that communities use to support the growth of their schools, and the principal is often responsible for their school's fundraising activities. Keeping accounts. It's a principal's responsibility to account for the school's revenue and how it is spent. And next, teacher salary. A principal should ensure that teacher salary are in line with the level set by the Department of Education and that staff comply with the employment terms of that department. Next, we were asked to identify the things you have or have not seen your school principal do, and why do you think this is so? I'm assuming this talks about how my school principal would be dealing with our school budgets. My principal does kindergarten through 8th grade, but I work at Buckland School District. It's a small 1A district. Therefore, the superintendent and the board secretary handle all financial matters for the school district. I don't believe our principal does much with the budget at all. What concerns do you have about being in charge for your school's budget as a future school leader? Personally, I would find handling and being responsible for a school's entire budget a daunting and intimidating task. Each school district I work for uses a centrally managed resource system, so I really don't have any contact or personal knowledge of a principal having much responsibility over budgets at all. So next, I went ahead and included the standard correlation and this information here, mostly because I will still then have it on my assignment and it doesn't get lost to time. So I won't take the time to read it. You can also be able to read it when I upload it, my video. So here's my big concept. The challenge of leadership is to be strong but not rude, be kind but not weak, be bold but not bully, be thoughtful but not lazy, be humble but not timid, be proud but not arrogant, and have humor but without folly. So here's references that we used on our assignment for today. So thank you for your time. I'm sure I'm going to really enjoy looking at your videos and getting to know more about you. And good luck in our class.